Filming our unboxing video and doing a sealed event and everything. We wanted to let you guys know on our thoughts on the mechanics, everything that's going on, our price in the box, if it's worth it to buy a box, and what came with our box. At our local game store, I'm going to be leaving names out, though I don't know why, because it's easy to tell which state I live in by my previous videos. I don't know when the last one, that was probably a long time ago.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah, thanks, Max. Our local game store was nice enough to give us one of the special pink packs along with the rest of our packs. So we got the special pink pack, which was actually worth like half of our box just in that one pack, which is kind of funny. So the stolen, yeah, I do too, a little bit. The Stolen by Fate foil was like $50, which will drop for sure, but it's still a gross card. When playing with it in limited, not this, or playing against it in limited, not this version specifically, lost games because of that card, because it's just, you could do the 5 drop there. You get them 5 1+1 flying creatures. It's gross and limited. This is like $20-$30. This is good too. And this, again, this is probably worth, this was like, altogether these are probably worth like $70 at the moment, if not a little bit more. We also have just Royal Scions to show. Some notable cards we're going to talk about as well. If you're interested, staying tuned. Thank you. First off, I want to talk about a little bit about these fancy border cards. Now, I have this one out specifically for a reason. So originally, I had heard that you could not get foils of these cards. But in particular, I'm pretty sure this is a foil where the light is playing off of it really well. But Nova is a foil. So, as you can see there, it is a foil. I did not know you could get foil borderless cards in the packs. Normally, maybe they're super rare. I do not know for sure if you can get a foil borderless Planeswalker. I just know that this, in particular, is foil and borderless. The borderless, if you do buy a booster box, are going to make up about a quarter, if not like 40% of your box. They are what you want to get. If you can get like a borderless of one of the Planeswalkers, that's wonderful. Because right now they're really overpriced at this moment. Again, all of this is bound to change when this set comes out officially. Month from now, maybe I'll go over it again. Some of the really good cards I thought that we had pulled. I love this card. I think it's great. Also the Murderous Rider. This is great because the way adventures work, especially in like a standard format, you can pay 3 and then destroy a card, gain 2 life, put it over here, but on your next turn you can cast it back. You can cast the creature back from exile. It's a lifelink, 2/3, dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. So those are more adventure cards he's pulling out over there. Just more of the stuff that we had gotten from our specialty pack, which again I think was worth like half the box. So it leads me to the ultimate question. Yeah, it leads me to the ultimate question: is the box worth it to buy? And honestly, I don't know if I could recommend it. We pulled from the box $128 worth of value, and that is with the pre-release hype. That is before the set comes out, so it is bound to drop. Some cards might rise, but a good chunk of them will probably drop. And I think the long-term issue with this set is that, foil land. I think the long-term issue with this set is that it's, there are too many printings and different editions of different cards. And so, like, if you wanted to buy a normal booster box, because let's face it, not everyone has the money to buy a booster box of the really thing. We're not all whales. We can't all afford like $250 booster boxes. If you want to go for the standard $100 booster box, like, I can't tell you if it's going to be worth it or not, because the thing is like, I just don't see the long-term value in the set, because you're buying a $100 box, and then someone's buying like 4 of the specialty packs, and then those 4 specialty packs are like $20, $30 a piece, depending on how scummy your local game store wants to be. In those specialty packs, you're probably going to pull stuff that is worth more than the box itself. And with so many different printings of one card, like, for example, this Rob the Riches is $7. But if there's like 2 different alt arts of his card, or there's an alt art of a card, the regular version of the card that would get in normal booster box is worthless. And I know also that people will counter argue with like, you're not supposed to buy a booster box to get your money back. It's most times you don't get your money back from a booster box. That's fine and dandy, but like, if Wizards wants to sell booster boxes and people want to open them, like, I think they should really honestly have just done it like masterpieces again, like given it a special thing that you might have been able to pull from a normal box instead of doing some EA type crap in here and trying to make like $400 edition with a really crappy binder and a foil Garruk. It's like, why? It's like, why would I want to buy the box when there's like, again, I think the prices on these are bound to tank just because there's so many editions. Like, sure, this edition is $3, but the normal one's like 50 cents. And like, if you have a mythic, right, like the Royal Scion over here, like, who's gonna want the normal version when there's a spicy version for collectors? Collectors, like everyone who plays Magic isn't a collector, isn't collecting cards, like, out there. Like, I think it's just gonna take the prices, and I don't know how well the specialty cards are even gonna hold up over time. And if you're paying $30 for a pack or $20 for a pack, sure, right now they're okay. Because, again, like, this Stolen by the Fate is like $40 right now, $50. But in 2 months, it's probably not going to be worth anything since you can just open the packs. It's not like there was just one pack that came with the booster box like they did for Ultimate Masters, where, even though those didn't even do so well either, but at least, like, not everyone could just go out and buy those. But, like, with this, like, anyone can go out and buy a pink pack and get one of these in there.
Yep.
And it's like, so then I'm paying $30 for a pack, but there's going to be so many in the market, it's bound to go down in price. And a lot of these cards, I just don't think are going to hold value over time, unless it's the specialty cards. And even then, I only think those are going to be worth a couple dollars more than the regular ones, except for maybe the Planeswalkers that sure will be extravagantly like $100 or so. I'm looking at you, Olaro and Garruk. But anyways, let's talk about mechanics for a little bit, what I think about them. Just different abilities. I think the story mechanic's pretty interesting. I think if there would have been stronger cards for the story mechanics or more of them, it could have been really great. There are some good story mechanic cards. Again, Knight, Murderous Rider over here, I think is alright. I don't think he's a terrible card. I think he's pretty good. He's sitting at $12 right now. He lets you destroy a card. And in Standard, I think the Adventure abilities will see some use. I think they're pretty good. I'm not sold on food tokens. I don't think they did enough with them. I just don't think they were crazy. And I don't think they did anything really great.
If anything, you just throw them in a life gain deck, and you got
I guess.
And you got a little something extra.
Yeah, I guess you put him in a life gain commander deck. For commander players, there are some interesting cards in here. I really like the enchantments. I keep getting told the lands are great, but I honestly think that... Okay, I'm going to do a comparison real quick. Okay, so I'm going to take this foil land over here, Castle of Gainbridge. And this is green, by the way, where I have tons of ramp options. This Castle of Gainbridge enters the battlefield tapped. For a rare land, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest, which I would hope you would. It can add 1 green mana, or you can pay 5, because remember you have to tap this as well, to add 6 green mana and spend that mana only to cast creature spells or activated creature abilities. I know, great job, Wizards. On the other hand, Witch's Cottage over here comes into play, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more swamps. If it does not enter the battlefield tapped, you may put a creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Great recursion, pretty easy to do in a mono black deck. I would slide that in a mono black deck. Oh, yeah. It is a good card. I think the common land cycle is just straight up better than the normal ones.
So how come this one's not legendary?
Yeah, just put a bunch of Witch's Bog in there. That'd be great. I honestly think... I love the art for this set. Like, the art is gorgeous, beautiful. They did a really good job on the artwork. Just it definitely like shows really cool. I love the fairy tale art style. I just, it's just really nice. There's one card in particular I really love. This art right here. I think it's gorgeous. I just think they did a really wonderful job I think they did a really wonderful job on the artwork for this set, especially when it comes to the alternate arts. I think they're great. In foil, they look good. The card stock quality, I'm going to take one of our shitty, rares over here, is really good.
Yeah, it's got thicker over here.
It's got thicker. It's not going to warp as easily.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah. Thick with 2 C's. I'm sure it's not going to warp as easily. It's pretty nice. It's pretty chunky. It's really interesting to play this in Limited. It seemed like games were pretty short comparatively to other Limited formats. And straightforward, it was really easy to just make a straight. I went Gruul Smash, so I was using
Golgari Sword for life.
Get your Golgari track. So, anyways, I was using the.
Hey, Vereska's my girl. Yeah, give me a break.
Okay, I was running the red. What do you want to call him? The red dwarf guy, midget dude.
Him?
Yeah, I was running Red Midget Dude.
Alright.
He was actually really good. If you could draw extra cards and stuff. And Questing Beast, which we did not pull over here from our box, but I did pull in my kit, was phenomenal. That is just a bomb that is disgusting.
Oh, God.
Super hard to deal.
I have a story about that.
Yeah, you need to immediately get rid of that, or it's going to end you. A Gilded Goose is okay. Talk about you for a second. We couldn't put Birds of Paradise back in Standard. It's too good. And we can't put Lotus Cobra back in Standard. It's also too good.
So we got the beta. We got a nice little beta version.
We got the Gilded Goose. It's okay. It's $7 right now. I'm sure it's going to drop to $2. I don't think it'll be bulk, but I also don't think it's going to be $7 for much longer. Again, let's just talk about, because I've got a foil one in front of me, how gorgeous these look, though. The art, I just can't praise it enough. I think they did a really good job in that regard. Finishing statements, I probably wouldn't buy a Throne of Elrond box if you're strictly looking to make your money back, even though you should know by now that, if you're looking to make money, you should not be opening a box. Just buy singles, buy what you want. But if you're looking to have fun with friends and draft, I think this is a wonderful set for that. I'll probably be doing a lot of drafts. And I kind of like that they brought back Masterpieces in a way. I was in the camp that I always thought Masterpieces were great. Sure, it was like a lottery kind of pull, but I think it was a really fun, interesting, and wonderful way to sell a product, and it's much better than what they've done now, where there's 3 different editions. It's got $400. It's some EA type stuff,
Yeah.
I think it's a little scummy. They're selling these boxes for $300, $250 for these pink packs.
But it's a surprise mechanic.
It's surprise! Look at that nice little shiny loot box. Oh wait, they're not loot boxes. You get real stuff out of these packs, but it's a $30 pack. And the cards over time, because there's going to be so many of them open. Depending on how many Wizards actually decides to print, I don't think it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
I think the set's interesting. I love the art. Some of the cards are really cool. I don't think be investing too heavily because I don't see a lot of these cards over time in the next 10 or 15 years, unless again it's like this being worth much of money. But who knows if Magic will be around? I'm sure it will be. Magic, even when it's done, can still be played. But that's it for me. I just wanted to give you guys my closing thoughts. If I think you should buy a box or not. The answer would be no. But I think you should, unless it comes with one of the pink packs, and you damn well make sure it does. You guys have a wonderful night.